all of you are fine and safe at your home. Students, in previous video we have completed our poetry 2 Fire and Ice. Now today we will do the chapter number 2 Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Students, this chapter is an extract from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela, the first black president of South Africa. It starts with the ceremonial installation of the first democratic government of South Africa. It tells us about Mandela's views about freedom. It also tells about Mandela's childhood, adolescence, 30 years of his prison and his journey as a freedom fighter. It also mentions the contributions of other freedom fighters of his nation. On 10th May 1994, the first democratic non-racial government of South Africa was installed. The installation ceremony took place in a sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union Buildings in Pretoria, where many leaders of the world had gathered. Now Nelson Mandela had come to the ceremony with his daughter Zenani. First, Mr. de Klerk was sworn in as the second deputy president and Thabo Mbeki as the first deputy president. After them, Mandela took his oath as the president of a free South Africa. He pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote himself to the well-being of the people. After taking oath, Mandela addressed the guests. He promised to create a society of which all humanity would be proud. He thanked the international leaders for joining the ceremony that represented a common victory of justice, peace, and human dignity. He promised that he would work to remove all kinds of poverty, sufferings, oppressions, and discrimination from the society. He also promised that the new society would bring hope, equality, and freedom for all. Here, students, from oral comprehension check, whatever we learn about. Question 1 is, where did the ceremony takes place? Can you name any building in India that are made of sandstone? So here the answer of that question is, the ceremonies took place in the sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union Building in Pretoria. Now some public buildings in India made of sandstones are the Rashtrapati Bhavan and the Red Fort in Delhi. Now second question, can you say how 10 May is an autumn day in South Africa? Answer, 10th May is an autumn day in South Africa when the large number of international leaders gathered in South Africa to install South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. It is like an autumn day as it marks the beginning of a new and fresh human regime based on equality. In other words, it is a day in which the old leaves of trees are replaced by the fresh ones. Question number 3. At the beginning of his speech, Mandela mentions an extraordinary human disaster. What does he mean by this? What is the glorious human achievements he speaks of at the end? By beginning an extraordinary human disaster, Mandela is referring to the practice of apartheid followed in South Africa. This meant that there was racial segregation based on color, due to which the blacks suffered a lot. They were not allowed to demand freedom and did not have any right. Now the glorious human achievements that Mandela refers to in the end is that now as South Africa he gained its freedom, a black person has become its president. Now it is an achievement for the nation as earlier racial discrimination, oppressions and torture was the basis of the nation. Now with the first non-racial democracy, each and every human is entitled to certain rights, freedoms and equality which was earlier denied. Question 4. What does Mandela thank the international leaders for? Mandela thanked the international leaders for their presence in the inaugural ceremony. Due to their presence, the event could be considered as a common victory of the South Africa people for justice, peace and human dignity. Fifth question. What ideals does he set out for the future of South Africa? Answer. Mandela set out certain ideas for the future of South Africa. He started that all people will be free from poverty, deprivation, sufferings and discrimination of all kinds. They will never be made slaves again. All of them will enjoy equal rights and privileges. So students, here we complete our 1819, page number 1819. So in next video we continue the story or the autobiography of Nelson Mandela. So all of you have to read it and find all the answers and write it in your notebook.